Do, 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 do. So here we are, where I'm actually going to defend what this guy is about to do. So I'm gonna listen along with you guys, and then after that, I will try to respond because this is a toughie where I need to listen to what he's saying, but however, he might make sure I can't listen to it. So, anyways, here we go. Let's see what we got.
Kevin Feige basically said F all this. Okay, you gotta admit, it's pretty funny how Marvel basically admitted the Multiverse Saga was mostly filler and a waste of time. If you're wondering what that post was referring to, it's talking about how Avengers Doomsday is going to be a direct sequel to Avengers Endgame, basically neglecting most of the Multiverse Saga projects. And I can't blame them at all. When you look at the Multiverse Saga lineup and compare it to the Infinity Saga lineup, it's very, very hit or miss. There's only like a few projects here I think are great, and some of the projects here aren't even MCU, so I don't know why that's in this photo. But yeah, if I were the Russo brothers, I too would also just go back to Endgame and go from there.
Are we good now, love? Are we good? So the multiverse saga was basically a wasted time, and we just throw it away. Which I'm like, this is where we're gonna have to be a little bit political. Okay, so this is gonna be political. So for anyone who actually doesn't want to hear this, you can go now. But pretty sure you just want to hear what I have to say and how I'm gonna defend this. So basically, the multiverse was based is on Kang, and of course he's gonna say that in a moment. But the multiverse was on Kang, and he's gonna also mention this too, where Disney decided to be like, "Hey, we're making a streaming service, make stuff for us," and it's like, the hell. It's like if they really wanted it, I wish they could have just did what they did from the get go. Because let's just think about it. It's like, I think they did fire Jeff Loeb, which Jeff Loeb was the other guy. Because the movie and TV were two different things. They kind of touched each other, but not truly. And it was just because they didn't have a middleman, because one person was in New York, another person was in California. Now, if you would have had a middleman who actually talks between the two to be the one who actually makes sure that one person knows the other so you can have a good conversation, I'm pretty sure the Netflix TV shows would be a little bit more established than what's going on. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wouldn't have had to go on that weird tangent to where it's like, okay, it looks like they definitely are not a part of our MCU anymore. They are just in their own universe, which, dang. Yeah, so I guess what you should have done was just kept Jeff Loeb and allowed Jeff Loeb to do the TV show, and we would have been good right there because it wouldn't really count as MCU, but they wanted stuff on the freaking streaming service, and that equals to where it's like, oh, dang it. But was it really a waste of time? And you showed the difference between having the Infinity Saga versus what's going on with the multiverse. And don't forget the part of where they said they wanted to make it so that the TV shows, you didn't really have to watch the TV shows to know what's going on with the movies. So it wasn't that bad. That's what they really wanted to do, where it's like you didn't really have to watch the TV shows if you don't want to. It's not going to do anything to you. Which is like, yeah, just only the TV shows kind of actually add some extra details. Yeah. So let's let them continue to talk, shall we?
And they also literally had to bring back RDJ and Chris Evans because they failed to make a new face for this saga. Also, Kang did not work at all as an MCU big bad. He had a great start in Loki, but even then, you introduce your big bad in a TV show instead of a movie. It also didn't help with Quantumania being very bad and ruining any possible future Kang could have had in the MCU. And now in Loki season 2, they got rid of all the Kang variants, so now the characters are basically done. Same
I don't know where he got that part of where it's like, oh, the Kang veins got taken away. It's like, no, they didn't. They only just got rid of one person that we know of. The other ones that we saw in Quantumania still freaking exist, dude. Still freaking exist. And the other one was Kane the Conqueror. It's like that one got obliterated. But again, all the main three still exist. All those that we see still exist. I don't know where you got the idea that, oh yeah, they magically got obliterated. It's like, no, that's not how it worked, dude. Mm-mm. No, they're still out there, sadly. They're still out there. And the somewhat maybe good news is that they might be trying to get Jonathan Majors back. Now, that's where the whole thing of where it's like, oh, Kane the Conqueror was not that good as bad guy. It's like, it's because it needed to build up. They needed to build him up, and that's what they were going to be doing. And here you are, like, oh, but they introduced him in the TV show. Oh my gosh. It's like, well, for the ones who actually are watching it would be, introduced in a TV show, but they would have already saw him in Quantumania. I mean, it works both ways. The only thing is that if you're watching the TV show, the streaming service ones, the streaming show, you get the opportunity to get to know him better and learn him more. Versus the ones on the movie is like they wouldn't really know. They'll just see the first one and then they'll see another, and then they'll see three against one and everything. It's like it would be completely crazy. You just needed him to build up. It's basically be like, let's just say that Avengers happened, right? And then we didn't get anything else for Thanos. You didn't get Endgame, you didn't get Infinity War, you get nothing. All you get is just maybe Avengers, and then you got what was it? Age of Ultron. You would say that, oh man, Thanos is just nothing but a little punk, isn't he? He wasn't such a great villain, was he? He sucked because the only thing you got from Thanos to that point was just him in a stupid chair. That's all you get. Him in a stupid chair. You don't see him anywhere else. He's just in that stupid chair. I could easily say that, yeah, Thanos is not a good villain. Not at all. Until you got to have Infinity War and Endgame, it proved that why Thanos should be actually regarded as a threat. The other times is like, you got nothing from him. Not really. So it's basically looking at Kang and being like, oh yeah, Kang got introduced, just like I was in Avengers. Did we get to have his end game? Did we get to have him actually in the Avengers movie? No. So that means that you can't criticize him until you actually see his full potential, which sadly we can't. And this is where we get the politics part of where we had a dumbass freaking British girl freaking coming over here, messing with his ass, and then basically seem like, oh, she's the victim, which is like, nope. Looks like Jonathan Majors was the victim here. But because of the freaking issues, and yes, happy Black History Month is about to end soon, he got freaking taken because he was a black man. I'm pretty sure it was white on white. They'd be like, get that freaking damn British whore out of here. Get out of here. Because she was in Britain. She did not want to come back because she knows she did wrong stuff. She know that she was in the wrong. She know because if she wasn't in the wrong, would you think she would have stayed in America and pressed charges and everything? She went back to Britain. She knew she did wrong crap. She didn't want to return because she knows I fucked up. And instead, y'all guys are just pulled her back and just kept on bringing her back, just kept on trying to get her back until she finally came back here. But you did it by freaking force, just so you can actually charge that man, which I think you didn't even find him guilty. Yep. And basically, we had Disney doing the call, being like, and you're fired. While Marvel Studios was like, we don't see him doing anything wrong at all. What the fuck did he do that was wrong? It seems like the woman was wrong. She took his freaking cell phone. She basically tried to overdose herself. She is a mess. Like, she shouldn't even be in here. She should be already gone, forgotten, And instead, it's like her freaking impact on this bullshit will forever be marked. So that's the freaking political part. It's the fact of where it's like he could have kept on going. We could have kept on having Kang, but since this bull crap and Disney's like, yeah, we're not going to freaking have him here. No, we're gonna fire him. So Disney basically just don't even give a crap that they're setting up a story for him. So they're like, they'll bounce back, and it's like, yeah, considering how you guys are doing Star Wars, do you really think it's better off just to keep Jonathan Majors versus just say, oh, they'll bounce back, they'll figure something out. It's like freaking damn.
Say what you want about RDJ playing Doctor Doom and him coming in just to replace Kang, but we had very little buildup with him and he already sounds more scary than Thanos. That's the example of good buildup, not whatever we had with Kang. We haven't even gotten a good look at Doom yet and he already sounds terrifying. Doctor Doom is built different. Now look, I'll give Marvel the benefit of the doubt. It's not their fault their saga is mostly filler. It's mostly Disney's fault because they've rushed Marvel to make as much as possible for Disney Plus. And now Disney regrets what they did and Marvel's now slowing down and making actual good stuff again. And if anything, not having to watch all of this for Doomsday is a blessing in disguise because who would actually want to watch all of this? Plus, even Marvel knows most of their viewers checked out after Endgame, so it makes sense for the next Avengers movie to be a direct sequel to the last Avengers movie, which was Endgame. And it's not like the whole Multiverse Saga is a waste of time. There are good projects out there, and some of them are actually going to lead into Doomsday. If Disney didn't rush Marvel and basically waste their time, this saga could have been a lot better and more compact. If they had proper planning, they would have had new main characters for the universe and wouldn't have to rely on bringing back RDJ or Chris Evans. And if they didn't waste time making projects that add nothing to the MCU like Echo, Secret Invasion, She-Hulk, or Quantumania,
There we go. So yeah, let's see what he got. I got four things. So let's see what was actually messed up. Personally, I think She-Hulk was all right, giving us the question of how does superhero stuff work out. They could have actually have done deeper stuff if the writers weren't stupid. Just saying, if they weren't stupid, they most likely would just tackle some good stuff. But they were stupid and it got canceled. Echo, well, at least Echo actually showed how, it expanded Kingpins a little bit. And that was kind of good. They expanded just a little bit. Let's see. Quantumania. Quantumania was, well, Cassie got on my nerves. Personally, it's like Cassie got on my nerves, but it did actually expanded what was going on because you think Janet Van Dyne was just all there by herself, just wandering the fields. It's like, no, it's good that that was there. It was good that you actually implanted Kane over there. It was a decent thing. It's just that it might have. Who wrote it? I forgot who wrote it. It's like, what was the other one that he showed? It's like, what was the other one? 1 second, let me just check and see what was the other one. Oh yeah, Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion was just victim to something. It's like I forgot what happened truthfully, but it's like Secret Invasion could have been something, but well, it happens. I think the real travesty is them actually canceling What If. Dun 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 dun. Because the craziest part about What If was I have a question. What if Iron Man didn't stop that missile? What if the missile actually hit New York City in Avengers? I would like to see how that played out. I'm just saying, I would like to see that universe, how that one played out. I would love to see how that plays out. It's like, jeez. Mm, okay, keep going.
They could have put that time and effort into a Shang-Chi trilogy and a Fantastic Four sequel. And if they weren't spread so thin making so many projects, they could have made better sequels for Thor and Captain America. And Marvel could have made sure Blade and Armor Wars came out and
Well, I would think that he's telling the truth. When it comes to Thor, yeah, you needed to do something about that. You 100% need to do something about that. I don't know what's going on with Quantumania. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about Quantumania. As for Captain America, I forgot what happened. I think it was COVID issues. It's like, yeah, it's like you can't really be like, oh, well, they can surely freaking do something better if they had the time for it. It's like COVID, COVID, COVID. You can't really say that they will have the time and be able to do it if COVID had issues there. But I will maybe say this is that if they did bring Captain America sooner, they might have still had Thunderbolt Ross being played by the original character, original actor. Maybe, maybe. But even then, it's like, yeah, but then if they did go with that route, the sad part is like, but he would still die, and then you still have to recast. Or you just let him go. Which I'm like, man, that would suck. That would really suck. As for what he was going to talk about when it comes to Blade and Armor Wars, it's like, I don't know what's going to go on with that one. Personally, I would just say that the whole Ironheart thing, at least that wouldn't have existed, and that would be a good idea it didn't exist. Because damn, is there any other one that didn't need to really exist? It's like, I think that was the main one that shouldn't actually exist is Ironheart. It just wasn't really good enough. And maybe, the whole thing, which yeah, Black Panther 2, well, Black Panther, not 2, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever could have been smartly thought out. They could have actually finally just, maybe took a breather and say that, okay, I have our original script. Let's still use the original script versus making this new cockamamie new one, which screw you on that one. Just screw you on that one. As for Blade being in, like, sadly, we don't know. And Armor Wars is like, it was going to be a TV show, and then it turned into a movie since they found the thing, and now it's like those two are basically getting screwed over. Happy Black History Month again, everybody. It's like, jeez.
Wars came out instead of being on the verge of getting cancelled. Doomsday being a direct sequel to Endgame and only bringing in a few new characters here and there is the best case scenario right now for Marvel. Hopefully Marvel has the time to craft their next saga properly. Kevin Feige basically
Okay, let's see. Yep, good. Yeah. So, Indian will just basically say this: the Multiverse Saga was really basically hurt by two things. It was hurt by Disney, and it was hurt by that British chick. If none of y'all did any of this bull crap, pretty sure Kang Dynasty would have actually have happened, and everyone would be like, "Wow, that's unbelievable! Wow, dude, whoa!" Instead of it being like, I don't know, man. I don't know. The only way to save this crap now is if, well, oh, what if it's gone? So can't even do what if movie edition, or it's like, what if Kang Dynasty happened, or what if Black Panther 2, actual Black Panther 2 was shown to us? Which that would have been great, but instead it's like, nah, what if is gone? They got rid of what if. I don't know why, but it's gone. It's gone, man. It's just gone. It's like, yeah, well, the TV shows actually exist. It's like, I'm pretty sure WandaVision might still exist. It's too late to even talk about this. All I'm going to say is this, is that the multiverse saga would have been okay. especially if Disney didn't get involved with this. And of course, the British no chick. So yeah, it's like if we would have had still Kang Dynasty, pretty sure things would be a little bit better. Versus it's like, do we even call this Multiverse Saga anymore? I don't even think we can call it the Multiverse Saga. You called it that. I think you need to change it because it's not worth calling it that anymore. I just hate when things just change and the story has to change and stuff. But it just happens. Sometimes you can bounce away from it, other times you can't. But is it a waste of time to watch the movies? There were some that was good. He even said that. There's other times it's not good. But the thing is that it's the journey and times like these right now that we're in, we kind of need an escape. And any escape is better than nothing. Better than all that we have to deal with right now. Because the real world, what we're dealing with right now, is horrible. It's really, really horrible. So we need escape. We need something to get our minds off what's going on right now. And I'm pretty sure for the most part, all of it can be useful. Well, we'll just have to see. Even though I'm like, I hate the fact that you just said that, oh, it's going to be the sequel to Endgame. It's like, mm. It's like I'm pretty sure there should be pieces that will still connect. They'll still be using lots of the heroes that we found, the heroes that we've witnessed, the anti-heroes that we witnessed, all of them should be most likely together on this. I do have to say it's kind of sad that we never will have the actual ghost from the comics being seen in What If. I think it's the biggest tragedy of all. It's like you canceled What If. That was the most horrible idea that you can ever have. But yeah, Multiverse Saga is not that bad. It sadly had to tailspin away, but I'm pretty sure if we did have Kang Dynasty instead, and we had all the Kangs that's showing up in the movies, pretty sure at this point things will most likely be like popping off, being like, "Oh my gosh, Kang! Good lord, this guy's a menace. He is everything that we do. He's here." Kind of like Thanos. But it's like, yeah, it's like for him, it's like almost anything you do, he's right there. He right behind you right now.